Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I am April Halliburton of Offer HR and Business Solutions. We are a virtual human resource business partner and consultant. Been in business a little for over 11 years. Our mantra, folks, is business can be like a circus. Don't let HR be the elephant in the room. So we're joining you today with Coffee with Offer HR, Coffee with Offer HR. And if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. I'm going to put our chat up here so I can um, see everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we're doing something a little different here. I'm like StreamYarding it on StreamYard today on Facebook and YouTube, and we are sharing more great things, tips, and strategies and things to help you get ready for 2022. It is upon us, folks. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming like a boulder. So, happy Winning Wednesday to everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe, being kind, wearing your mask, all that kind of good stuff. If you haven't had an opportunity, be sure to go on over and follow us on Facebook or at All for HR and Business Solutions. We're on Instagram at All for HR. We are on Twitter at All for HR. We're on LinkedIn at All for HR and Business Solutions. We also have a LinkedIn group over there. We're sharing great things in there. And we're on Tumblr at All for HR, and we are on YouTube at All for HR. So be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos and different things on there, tips, all kinds of tips and things to help you get your workplace, your HR going in a positive direction. If you have questions, of course, be sure to drop them in the comments below. I'm going to be turning back and forth here because my heater is on. I'm cold, hot, cold, hot. See my face getting red there. But happy Winning Wednesday to everyone. If you have, be sure to go back and take a look at our video for yesterday. Monday, we talked about progressive discipline and some things you could do for our progressive discipline. If you don't have a progressive discipline program in your business, you should be doing that ASAP. Yesterday, go back and watch the videos, folks. It's all running together because we're keeping the information going really good for you here. So today, though, we're talking about employee retention. So we have had just huge challenges in growing our teams over the last 2 years. And so it's been really, really difficult. But, I'm thankful that you are forging forward. We're all forging forward despite that's what small business owners do, right? We keep going, right? So what we are while we're trying to grow our employees, it's equally as important that we retain the employees that we have, right? So we don't want to lose the staff that we have, right? We want to continue to grow or retain the employees that we have. So while we're forging forward, trying to grow teams, let's not forget the valuable team members that we currently have. Okay, so we're showing your appreciation for them. We talk all the time about not progressive discipline, but about rewards and recognition. Don't wait until the performance appraisal time to thank your employees and show them how much you appreciate them. You should be showing them your appreciation all year around. Okay, that's very, very important. A lot of employees will leave a position and take a pay cut to go to a company that they feel that there's reward and recognition at another company, as instead of staying at the company they're at if they're not feeling appreciated. And I can totally understand that. So let me know your thoughts on that. It's very important that we keep the employees that we have. So 4 questions that you should be asking yourself about in, about retaining your employees. Do you have benefit programs instituted in your business? If you don't, consider that. I work with a lot of small businesses, micro businesses, but you know, a benefit program is so important. Nowadays, there is so much more. There's so people are looking, employees are looking for not only the for the welfare of themselves, but the welfare of their families. Right? It's just as important. So, excuse me. So consider a benefit program. Okay, that's an excellent retention program, or a retention benefit rather. Excuse me. And recognition programs used to promote employee retention. So recognition is very important. If someone has an employee has worked over to help another employee on a project, make sure you're letting everyone know how much you appreciate the hard work that that person is doing, and all of your employees are doing throughout the year, not just at appraisal time. Okay. um do you communicate with your employees on a consistent basis, keeping them informed of your company goals and the goals that your company is working to achieve? You want to keep employees accountable, keep those goals in front of your employees, because while individuals may think if we don't set goals, um employees don't worry about those. There's nothing further from the truth. Goals not only assess accountability, but they give you something to work forward to, work towards, your employees as well as yourself, your company. Whether you're working towards the completion of a project, whether you are working towards the a new product line or a new project or a new service line, whether you're working to improve customer service, whether you're working to improve employee engagement, those are all things that you you want that employees look at, and they see them as goals. They're things that are attainable, and they show accountability, they show appreciation, and those are things that you help benchmark where your employees are currently and where they are in, say, 6 months or a year from now. Okay, so it keeps your employees like the idea of achieving things just like you do. How good is it to feel when you're checking off things on your to-do list? Whew, I love doing that. Just checking things off as I go, right? So those things are things that keep you held accountable, right? But they benchmark your growth and the growth of your employees and the growth of your company. Okay, so it's very important that you set goals with your employees. 6 months goal, yearly goals, departmental goals. Those are very they're very important, again, to help towards achieving accountability and to show or to benchmark where your company is and where your company is going. Okay, so you want to keep those things in mind. Is training used to ensure that your employees meet expectations? When you do new hires, make sure that you're hiring new employees, that you're checking back with those employees in, say, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, to see if they need more training. Okay, see how they're doing, if they're obtaining the goals that they've set for themselves and that you've set for them. There's nothing more disheartening than throwing an employee into a new hire seat and then let him just go, right? Without any training, without any direction, even if they have experience in that area. every company does things differently. So that while you may hire a receptionist that has 20 years of experience as a receptionist, it's still going to be different when they're at your company as opposed to the company they came from. Okay. So it's very important. Make sure you are not throwing your new applicants to the wolves, your new hires to the wolves. Okay. So drop your questions below. Let me know what do you think? What do you do with your new hires to help them get acclimated to your business, to your company, to give them direction so that they feel welcome and they're comfortable in the position and in working towards the goals of for themselves as well as the company. Okay, so that's 4 questions you should be asking yourself about retaining your employee with regard to retaining your current employees is, do you have a benefit program? Do you have a rewards and recognition program? You absolutely, if you have one employee, you should have a recognition and reward program. Do you communicate adequately and consistently with your employees? Okay, on the goals, on the direction of the company. If you're working on projects, where you stand, how far are you from achieving those benchmarks or achieving the goals? Communication is key. Employees do not like to be kept in the dark. Neither do you. Okay. Is training ensued for all new hires? Every single new hire should go through a new hire orientation, whether it is a high executive position, whatever. Everyone needs to go through a new hire orientation so that they know what are the expectations of the company. What do you expect of them, and what does your employees expect of you? Right? What is your brand about? Okay, what is your reasoning? What was your reasoning for starting the business, or your company, or near your company? What though These are things that bring your applicant, your new hires into the fold so that they understand why you do what you do, right? And so it lets them know that employees want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Okay, and so in doing that, sharing your story, sharing your brand, your why, what started you, what was your passion for starting this company? These are all things that help bring your employees into the fold and help them join the mission. Okay, and understand the values and the reasoning for your company being where it is and why you're aspiring to go in whatever direction you're headed. Okay, so let's quickly talk about five ways to improve employee retention. Okay, 5 ways to to improve employee retention. First of all, provide clear guidance. Okay, when you hire your employees, make sure you let them know your expectations and find out what their expectations are. Okay, for that position. It's interesting. You don't want people to go, oh, I'm here for a paycheck. Okay, while individuals will say that, no one's there just for a paycheck. Okay, it's so much bigger than that. Okay, so keep that in mind. Make sure you are providing clear guidance and direction for your employees. Plan the position carefully. Make sure you have a detailed, concise job description. If something changes in that job description, if the employee reports to changes, let them know ahead of time, as far in advance as possible. Again, no one likes to be in the dark. Okay. Share the values. That's number 3. Share the values for your business. I talk about ALL4HR. I've been doing this for 11 years. I've been doing the business for 11 years. I've been in this industry to some degree for over 20 years. But the reason I started as in down my path for in the HR industry is because I recognized the huge gap that existed between small businesses and effective HR and really growing their business and understanding the importance of um, inputting and pouring into your employees and understanding and building. Building a company is about building people. It's about leading people. It's not necessarily just about the product or service, but how well you lead your team is reflected in how well your product or your service is delivered to your customer. Okay, so we talk about our customers, the internal and the external. Internal customers are employees, external customers are your clients. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're sharing your story, your brand. Why are you doing what you do? I do what I do because I love small businesses. I love to see small business owners grow. I like to see small business owners grow their team. I don't believe in unhappy workplaces. I don't believe in places where employees go to work and they are getting wet and their eyes pop open in the morning and they go, oh my God, I got to go to this place again. Okay. So that's why I'm here. That's what I do. What I do. I loved when HR, doing it, helping employee or companies through HR practices and procedures and just helping them grow a happy workforce. Okay. So make sure you're sharing your values of your company, your why, what made you start? What is your passion? Okay. And what is the mark that you want your company to leave with your customers? Okay. Number 4, build a positive company culture. Okay, build that positive company culture. And that starts with progressive discipline, performance appraisals, performance management, reward and recognition, um, health and wellness. All of these are all intricate portions or parts of the nucleus, which is HR. Okay. And the HR is what's going to grow your business, your people, your team. Your team is what's going to grow you. You can't do it alone. Absolutely not. Okay. So build that company culture. Make sure you are putting forth your walking, not only walking the walk, but talking the talk. Okay. And that management is is delivering a consistent message to your employees, to your team, about what your company is about and where your company is going and why your company is going there. Okay. You want, no one wants to hire new hires every 30, 60, 90 days. Nobody wants to do that. Okay. When you hire, new hires, you want them there for longevity. You know how much time and money it takes to recruit, hire, and train a new applicant? It can take, thousands, especially if you're doing, if you have a high, a quick, a high turnover. You're wasting a lot of money. You're spending a lot of money on high turnover. Nobody wants to do that. Okay. And then our last one is offer opportunities for growth. In small businesses, you think, oh, there's nowhere to grow. There's always a way to grow. Always. You know, give your employees, if you're a small business owner, the opportunity to work on other projects, to work with other team members, to grow their skills. Because when they grow their skills, guess what? That helps you grow your company. It really does. You're the benefit of their growth. You benefit from their growth. Okay, so make sure you have those opportunities. Make those opportunities to work on other projects, opportunities to volunteer in the community. Okay, so really quick, let's wrap up really quick. Well, not quick. I'm not trying to run, folks. But so 4 things we talked about, 4 questions that you should be asking about your retention. The first one is, do you have a benefit program? The second one is, do you have a reward and recognition program in place? And the third one is, do you communicate adequately and consistently with your team on your company's goals, on changes, on expectations? If not, you should be doing so. And are you do you train your new hires? Or, not just your new hires, on any software or any program, there should be new training available. And everyone should be a part of the new hire orientation. Every single person should go through your new hire orientation. Every single person. So they'll know who you are. They'll know what your company is. They'll know what you stand for. Okay. And then lastly, 5 ways to improve your employee retention. Yes, we want to grow our team, but we want to retain the great team members we currently have, right? So provide clear guidance. Make sure you are expressing your expectations as well as listening. Encourage feedback from your employees, your new hires, okay? Plan the position carefully. Make sure when you have your job descriptions, whenever there are changes, they should be updated. Whenever something changes in the task or responsibilities of an employee, that should be changed. Those changes should be implemented in the job description. Okay, so you want to plan carefully and make sure your employees know exactly what you're expecting of them in their position. Number 3 is share the values of your business. Share your why. Share your reason for doing what you do, why you started and where you started and where you're going. Share that with your team on a consistent basis. Okay. And number 4, that positive company culture means everything. We don't, high turnover is so costly. So if you have high turnover, you need to look at your company and find out why. Okay. And number 5, offer those opportunities for growth. Whether it's the growth of working on a new project, whether it's the growth of working on a new software, whether it's the opportunity to volunteer in the community with the company. There's so many ways to offer growth in your business. Okay. You want to grow your company. You want to grow your employees. You're going to benefit from it. All right, folks. So if you come back, I'm going to drop some links below. We have some Freedom Friday is coming up. Don't forget to drop your Freedom Friday HR question. You can drop it anywhere on our social media and Offer HR on Instagram or Twitter at Offer HR or Tumblr at Offer HR. You can drop it on our Facebook page. Or you can drop it on on LinkedIn, and with hashtag Freedom Friday HR question. We select your question, we'll answer it live on Friday, and you'll get a free gift. How cool is that? Okay, so drop your question, and if you don't have a Freedom Friday answer, if you just have a question about a particular challenge or how to handle something or whatever we can help you with, drop us a question and let us know. All right. So we got some great things going on. I talked about tomorrow we're on the air with Offer HR. It's going to be me and you. If you haven't had the opportunity, go back and I'll drop that link and watch the on the air with Offer HR from last week with the great Katie Crick from Cedar River Insurance. She talked about 5 things that you should be doing for the new year in your business. Okay, so you want to go back and watch that. And when you go back and watch it, make sure you got pen and paper so you can write them down. All right, folks, listen, we are going to get running here. I'm going to get going with my day. Great having coffee with you all. Looking for your questions below. So be sure to drop your questions below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the air with Offer HR at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, folks, I'll drop some links below for you, some things for you to pick up, And we got some great things going. We're going to launch our academy in the next few weeks. And you got questions, drop them below and let me know where you're watching from. All right, folks, happy Winning Wednesday. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget, business can be like a circus. Don't let HR be the elephant in the room. Okay. Be sure, be safe, be kind, wear your mask. All right, folks. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be circling back though. So drop your questions below. Let me know how All for HR and Business Solutions can help you. All right, folks. Have a great one.